Welcome to Vegan Method. This is my recipe for triple cooked chips. I have 2 medium potatoes. I'm going to cut them up into steak cut chips so they're a really chunky size. The offcuts of the potato can be popped back in the fridge or used for a soup or another dish later. The chips to be as equal size as possible so they cook through at the same time. Cooking process is to boil the potatoes, so we need a pan of water put on to boil. While the pan of water is coming up to boil, we need to wash as much starch off the potatoes as possible. So we're using cold water and we're running it through until the water coming out is clear. Second stage of cooking, I've put a casserole dish in the oven to heat up with some coconut oil. Water is boiling, I add the chips to the pan and I'll cook them through until they're almost falling apart. You can use a knife and stab into the chip to see how cooked they are. After approximately 15 minutes, the chips are cooked and they're ready to go into the casserole dish and then into the oven. So we add the chips to the preheated casserole dish and we need to spread them out to ensure they cook on all sides. The chips into the oven and turn the temperature up to 250 degrees. Later I take them out and turn them. Taking the chips out of the oven and I'm turning them again. While the chips are cooking, I've mixed mayonnaise with some chili sauce to make a chili mayonnaise dip for the chips. So I've taken the chips out the oven after another 5 minutes and I'm adding them to a preheated frying pan. This is the third stage of cooking and it's just to finish off the crispy outside of the chips. So as you can see, the chips are browning nicely and I'm turning them regularly to make sure that they're evenly cooked and we have crispiness on all sides. And finally I'm going to add some salt before turning once more and then the chips will be finished. So the chips are finished. They're crispy on the outside, fluffy in the middle, not quite as good as your local chip shop, but for me these are a great tasting chip. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe and leave comments below. I'll be back soon with some more tasty food.